Hey, welcome aboard. Good to be seeing ye. Okay, what is it your friends would call ye? You know, if in...
Excellent.
Fine. I'll wrap it up. Now go set sail and bring home the booty. Do what you did last game, and someday I might be free from this hellish limbo. Now go!
All by yourself today, huh? Well, don't worry. I'm going to harass you so much it'll be like having an annoying little sidekick right there next to you. Okay, take your seats, please. It's time for liftoff. Time to choose a category. Well, what do we have here? I just Beowulfed on my shoes. This one's worth $4,000. Let's go. Which of these statements is made by someone speaking Old English and not simply someone who's been drinking Old English malt liquor?
You laugh again, see your face and glitter. Me fair doon, don't have problem knock. She said, come now, go you away, again.
Or,
Keep on first gila, badly medium.
that's from Beowulf, the epic poem written in Old English. Little known fact, Beowulf is just the Old English spelling of keg party. How about picking a category? I'm calling this one. Nice going. Let's move on. Looks like this one's going for $2,000. Yep, you got it. Namrapus. Who am Brainiac look like? Who am Bizarro look like? Who am Lex Luthor's brother? Or who am born in Argo City? Here's your question. All right, get ready. Go ahead and pick one of these. For your viewing pleasure, want to see stars? Try re-entry. $4,000 if you get this. It's go time. Suppose Cosmopolitan magazine offered sexy advice about using a Cosmodrome. What would be the best sexy teaser for the cover? Ignite his libido with one little capsule. Make him lift off on the launch pad. Learn to translate his pillow talk. Or does his heavenly body measure up? A Cosmodrome is where a Cosmo girl would send a cosmonaut into the cosmos. It's a Russian launching pad. The launch can sometimes be a little bit of work, though, what with all that vodka and the old fuel line, if you know what I'm saying. Time to select a category. Well done. You've just chosen a dis or dat. This dis or dat category name is SUVs, spaceships, and Steve Perry. Oh my! All right, I'm going to read you off 7 names, and for each one, why don't you tell me if it's a vehicle made by the Ford Motor Company, the name of a Journey album, or both. As each one comes up, if it's a Ford, press 1. If it's Journey, press 2. Press 3 if it's both. And to skip it, press 4. 1,000 clams coming to you for each one you get right, and $1,000 goes away for the ones you miss or you don't finish. All right, give me 30 seconds on the clock. It's showtime. Explorer, evolution, excursion, escape, escort, one. Now that's how you do it. Try some of this. Well, you know what they say. Good things happen to good people. Uh-huh. So, what's it gonna be? May I introduce, keep your pistol in your pants. And you pocket $4,000 if you get this one right. Say Ellie Mae Clampett gets pregnant and Jed decides to bring the age-old tradition of shotgun weddings to Hollywood. Which constitutional amendment allows Jed to even own a shotgun? The first, the second, the fourth, or the ninth? God bless America, the Second Amendment gives us the right to bear arms.
Yo, looks like we're gonna have an old-fashioned wedding. As soon as we find a new groom that ain't bleeding from the head.
Go ahead, pick a category. Your category is Leanne Rhymes. $2,000 at stake on this one. Okay then, let's rock. Which of the following performers' names is not a complete sentence? Puffy Combs, Britney Spears, Sting, or Faith Hill? Well, Faith Hill doesn't need much, but if she'd like to be a sentence, she does need a verb. And if she's interested, I could slip her a dangling modifier. Wanna pick a category? All rise. The Jack Attack is now in session. Pay close attention to the items on the screen. Buzz in on a correct match and you win money. If it's an incorrect match, you lose money. And remember
the clue.
it has to be a match that fits this clue. I think I felt a drop on my head. Don't worry about it. That's just God drooling on you. My friend, Mom and Dad would be proud. Let's take a look at your score. That's the game. Way to go, my friend. Like I always say, it doesn't matter whether you win or lose as long as you get to play with yourself. Now get the hell away from the computer, will ya? Because
you don't know Jack!
How many birdies will be playing? Player one, let's start with you, matey. Now's the time to type in your name. Leave away. Player two, your name is what again? Got it. Hi, player one. Your buzzer is the letter Q, as in Q, the letter after P. Alright, player two, your buzzer is the letter P, as in I have to take a pee. Aye, so, sorry, Captain Impatient. No, yes, we mustn't keep you waiting, must we?
It's time for the game where high culture and pop culture collide.
well, looks like the dynamic duo have stopped by to play You Don't Know Jack. Oh, and here's me without my tights. All right, or we can just start playing the game. Player two, which category do you want? Allow me to introduce Geek Chorus. This one can net you $4,000. See if you can wrap your head around this. If the musical Hello, Dolly were revived and starred the dolly that made science news in the 90s, what would theatergoers see? a flying electric car, an orphaned hurricane, a Siamese supercomputer, or a matchmaking sheep? Player 1! Dolly was the sheep that became the first cloned adult mammal. The Times Review claimed she was, quote, a mere shadow of the original. Choose a category, Player 1. This category is dazed and politically confused. How does $4,000 sound? You know, if there's one thing I don't get about Florida, it's how all those people got confused over the ballot during the presidential election. I don't know. Anyway, if the voters in Orange County, Florida did not want to not vote for George W. Bush during the 2000 election, which of these should they have made sure not to not vote for? Ralph Nader, George W. Bush, Al Gore, or Pat Buchanan? Take a shot, Player 2. 2 double negatives make 2 positive statements, so they'd be voting for W. That's why the Constitution grants us life, liberty, and the pursuit of incompetency. Well, which category is going to be Player 2? Up next, horse hockey. Get it right, I'm handing over $4,000. All right, let's say you love Colonel Potter from MASH so much that you build a statue of him in your front yard astride his beloved horse, Sophie. Say the statue depicts Sophie with one of her hooves raised. What does that supposedly signify? Colonel Potter was wounded in battle. Colonel Potter was killed in battle. Colonel Potter died in peace. Or Colonel Potter deserted. Player 2. Well, it doesn't hold true in all cases, but that's what the story is. Now, if Sophie were to have 4 legs off the ground, that would mean somebody's trying to steal your statue. Player 1, which category do you want? Hey, Player 2, what's that over there? Player 1, you've just chosen a dis or dat. And this dis or dat questions category is, that's very fishy. Tell you what, I'll read off 7 words, and for each one, you tell me if it's a famous model of bass guitar or a type of bass fish. As you see each one, if it's a famous guitar model, press 1. Okay, you've been through this. I'm just going to put your 30 seconds on the clock then. Let's do it. Striper, rock, stingray, ripper, smallmouth, rainbow, last one. Wow, you are on fire there. 7 out of 7. Let's throw this onto your score. Well, now that just does wonders for your total. Time to select a category, Player 2. Shake hands with... My, those are some hairy palms. This one can net you $4,000. Let's see how you handle this one. If an American werewolf travels to London with a brand new passport, for how long can he terrorize abroad before needing to renew it? 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, or 20 years? Player 2, go! Your typical U.S. passport is valid for 10 years. Of course, he'll probably want a new photo as well to show off his fancy new body beard. Player 1, your category. This category is known as, here, please, take the beads. This one's worth $6,000. Here's the question. Wow, the most popular girl at Mardi Gras is showing off her blue tits. What's got the crowd so excited? A pair of shoes, a pair of old women, a pair of candy bars, or a pair of birds? The crowd's getting so excited over a pair of birds. And let me tell you, those birds have the sweetest looking nipples I've ever seen. Player 2, what looks good? Well, you made it to the Jack Attack. Now, you should already know all about this. Let's not waste any more time. Need a clue? What level are we parked on? I told you my mother should have dropped us off. You had that jack attack covered like a fine hair weave. Let's see who really comes out on top. Player 1 takes it. Player 1, you really put player 2 in their place. How about it? Now let me put you in your place.
You don't know Jack!
Good job. Keep it up.